Hey, boys and girls, today our read aloud is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Remember, when we're reading, this is our front cover of our book. It has the title and it usually has an author, but this book, for some reason, does not have the author on the front cover. This is the title page where we find the title, a picture, and it's illustrated by Ben Mahan. And remember, the illustrator is who draws the pictures in the book. Once upon a time, there were three bears: Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. They all lived together in their own little house in the woods. And look, they're out watering the flowers and working in the garden. Every morning, they each had a bowl of porridge. Papa Bear had a great big bowl because he was the biggest, and porridge is like oatmeal. Okay, if you like to eat oatmeal. Mama Bear had a middle-sized bowl because she was middle-sized, and Baby Bear had a wee little bowl because he was the smallest. They each had a chair to sit in. Papa Bear had a great big chair. Mama Bear had a middle-sized chair, and Baby Bear had a wee little chair. And they each had a bed to sleep in. Papa Bear had a great big bed. Mama Bear had a middle-sized bed, and Baby Bear had a wee little bed. One morning, the three bears poured their porridge into their bowls, but it was too hot to eat. So while the porridge was cooling, the three bears went outside for a walk. They're getting their hats and they're getting all bundled up. It happened that a little girl had lost her way in the woods. She was called Goldilocks because her hair was the color of gold. Now, when she saw the bear's house, she walked right up and looked in the window. Then she peeked through the keyhole. Finally, seeing that no one was home, she lifted the latch and went inside. Look at that squirrel. He's like, uh-oh. There on the table were three bowls of porridge. Goldilocks tasted the porridge in Papa Bear's great big bowl. It was too hot for her. Next, she tasted the porridge in Mama Bear's middle-sized bowl. It was too cold for her. Then she tasted the porridge in Baby Bear's wee little bowl. It was neither too hot nor too cold. It was just right for her. So she finished it all. And there she's eating the porridge of Baby Bear's wee little bowl. Then Goldilocks saw three chairs. I think I'll sit down and rest, she said. First, she tried Papa Bear's great big chair, but it was too hard for her. Next, she tried Mama Bear's middle-sized chair, but it was too soft for her. Then she tried Baby Bear's wee little chair. It was neither too hard nor too soft. It was just right. But the bottom of the chair fell out and down she went, plunk, on her bottom. Remember last week when Miss Hobson was reading the apple picking book and she had the word thud in there? Well, plunk is a little bit like thud. It's when something falls down and makes a plunk sound. And that's what Goldilocks did when she fell through the chair. And there's the chair breaking and she's going plunk. And there's a picture of the beds. So Goldilocks climbed the stairs. She went into the bear's bedroom where she saw three beds. First, she lay down in Papa Bear's great big bed, but it was too high for her. Then she laid down in Mama Bear's middle-sized bed, but it was too high for her. Then she laid down in Baby Bear's wee little bed. It was just right for her, so she curled up and went to sleep. How would you like to walk into your bedroom and find a strange girl or a strange animal or somebody sleeping in your bed? Yeah, I wonder how the bears felt. And they come home and look at this. When the three bears knew their porridge would be cool enough to eat, they came home for breakfast. Papa Bear looked in his great big bowl. Then he growled in his great big voice, "Someone has been eating my porridge." Mama Bear looked in her middle-sized bowl, and she said in her middle-sized voice, "Someone has been eating my porridge." And then Baby Bear looked into his wee little bowl, and he cried out in his wee little voice, "Someone has been eating my porridge and has eaten it all up." Papa Bear saw the cushion on his great big chair was out of place. He growled in his great big voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." Then Mama Bear looked at her middle-sized chair and she said in her middle-sized voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." Then Baby Bear looked at his wee little chair. He cried out in his wee little voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair and has broken it." The three bears went up and looked in the bedroom. Papa Bear saw that the pillow was not in place on his great big bed. He growled in his great big voice, "Someone has been lying in my bed." Then Mama Bear saw the pillow was out of place on her middle-sized bear. She said in her middle-sized voice, "Someone has been lying in my bed." Then Baby Bear looked at his wee little bed. His pillow was right in its place, but on his pillow rested the head of a little girl. It was Goldilocks. So Baby Bear cried out in his wee little voice, "Someone has been lying in my bed and she is still here." Look, she is still asleep through all of that. Now, in her sleep, Goldilocks had heard the great big voice of Papa Bear, but she thought it was the rumble of thunder and the roar of rain. She had also heard the middle-sized voice of Mama Bear and thought it was only a voice in a dream. But when she heard Baby Bear's wee little voice, it was so shrill and sharp that she awakened at once. Goldilocks sat up and looked around the room. As soon as she saw the three bears, she tumbled out of bed and stumbled to the windows. Then she jumped. Oh, sorry. She jumped up and ran into the woods. The three bears went to the window and called, "Come back, come back." But that was the last they ever saw of Goldilocks. Goldilocks got so scared she ran off and didn't come back. And boys and girls, this is the back cover of our book. Some books there's not going to be a picture or anything, so this is what the back cover of our book looks like. Thank you, boys and girls, and I hope you enjoyed our book. I will have another one for you again tomorrow. Bye and have a good day.